But that was the same field that was being held for Dimut Karunaratne, who was in his 60s, 70s. Newer batsman, you have to have that ability to change it a little bit. Whoever it may be,
Going to have a poke at it, just past.
so good to see. Ball go past the bat on a good length. That's the line we're talking about. Look, that's a batsman on 91. So as a bowler, someone new, you have to back yourself. Karunaratne has been dismissed in the 90s twice. Of course, he's got 190 as well. 196 is highest score, Dimut Karunaratne.
I'm sure he's not thinking about that at all. Don't want to bring back memories of your nervous 90s when you got out on a couple of occasions. 196, not too bad. Maybe the situation was different, but he's had all those runs. Would have loved another 4 runs to get to the 200.
Yeah, you're right. And it's so strange that here's this guy who scored 91 runs without showing any nerves. And then all of a sudden to get those last few runs to a milestone, you show nerves. Amazing, isn't it? The mindset of a human being. 238 for 3.
ওয়াও, পার্লারে গিয়েছিলি? না তো। তাহলে এত গ্লো কিভাবে? গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি থেকে। শুধু গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি? এটা কমায় ডার্ক স্পটস, ডার্ক সার্কেলস আর রোদের মলিনতা। গ্লো এর জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে। গ্লো এন্ড লাভলির মাল্টিভিটামিন ত্বকের গভীরে প্রবেশ করে ডার্ক স্পটস, ডার্ক সার্কেলস ও রোদের মলিনতা কমিয়ে দেয় এইচডি গ্লো। গ্লো এর জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে। সারাদিনে রোজার পরে ইফতারে চাই স্বাস্থ্যসম্মত আর সুস্বাদু খাবার। তাই আমার আস্থা প্রাণ পরিবারের আস্থায় ভালোবাসায়। এখন মাসে 2টি মিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
17 innings is brilliant average. 64.37 followed by Mona and Karunaratne. Position now. 17 innings. Line of the Mana also features on that list.
Karunaratne, Lairu Tirumana. Well, they played a few test matches away in South Africa, the West Indies, but other than that, in these conditions, in the subcontinent, you'd probably back the opener to average higher. The threats really come in when the ball slows down or starts to turn. Unlike in, for example, England or South Africa or Australia, where the new ball is very, very challenging.
এই গ্যাপটা দেখে তামিম ভাই ডান হাত খেলতে গেলে একটু ঘুরলে হাতে চলে যাবে। তামিম ভাই হালকা একটু যান না, আপনি একটু ক্লোজ আছেন। ওইটা খেললে যদি একটু ঘুরে।
And those are figures which started in July 2019.
You'll always see that middle order batsmen have higher averages than those you find on that list. I guess Rohit Sharma is an exception on that. But the general theory in setting up a batting unit in the past has always been that the openers set it up, they blunt the bowlers, they tire the bowlers out, And I expected to make it easier for your middle order players. That's how you used to look at it, but in the recent past, of course, they've been attacking opening players who have come into the game. Warners, Rohit Sharma's, take it to you right from the word go.
Good bowling. Boys, come on, boys. খুব ভালো 2-3 ভালো ওভারে 2-3 ভালো চলুক
Use of the feet, has to come down and smother the spin. Completes the Tajul over, 241 for 3.
নতুন লাক্স যাতে আছে 7টি সৌন্দর্য উপাদান দেয় চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল চেহারা। নেভালে কেন?
যখন তোমার চেহারায় চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল, তখন আলোর কি দরকার?
চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল চেহারা, নতুন লাক্স। গ্রামীণ ফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই স্বপ্নগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
এখন মাসে 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
Runs, maybe that would have ticked over the 100 mark. Adam Bergs, Steve Smith, Borges rather, and Steve Smith, 3 Australians top it. Graham Pollock, marvelous player, South Africa.
No, they're not openers. So the opening position is a little bit more challenging. And you wouldn't find a batsman in the 50s even. Graham Pollock, I remember watching him bat. So graceful, not a lot of feet movement, but tremendous timing.
We had a look at the efforts in the Test Championships, which started in 2019, the figures we gave. But the career averages might be interesting to look at. Like Rohit Sharma in the last 2 years, 64 point something. And his career average actually is 46. So that tells you that maybe in the recent past he's done a lot, he's been more flamboyant and he's attacked more, he's got more runs, but overall through his career it's more near the 45 mark.
Good from Ibadat.
There you go, 64 innings in his Test career, an average of 46.7 compared 1250s, 700s, but compare that with the middle order batsman.
Rohit Sharma as a middle order batsman wasn't very successful. It's only once that move to the top of the order was made. That's when he scored a lot of the runs, and most of it in India. Don't think he has a Test 100 away from home. And he's also one of those players who has a massive difference between his average at home and away.
Ibadat Hussain carries on, started off the 4th day. Karunaratne, you've heard, maybe a little nervy in the 90s, been beaten once outside the off stump. Very, very watchful, very, very careful. Still 6 shy of another century. And the bowler should be thinking about it. This is an opportunity. Well, most centuries at home without an away century, the home record in Test cricket. Rohit Sharma, 27. innings and 700s in that 27 innings. Chandu board there. 59 times is played in innings and 5 each for Manas Labuschagne.
One player we've deleted off that list. Mominul Haq did feature, but he got 100 here in the first innings. Sri Lanka are 242 for...
তুমি জানো আমি কে? হ্যাঁ?
সম্মানিত যাত্রীবৃন্দ, এই ভদ্রলোক জানেন না উনি কে। যদি কোনো সহৃদয় ব্যক্তি ওনার পরিচয় জানেন তাহলে কাউন্টারে যোগাযোগ করুন।
ব্রুকবন তাজার সতেজ চায়ের দানায় আছে প্রাকৃতিক থেয়ানিন, যা মনকে করে তোলে তাজা।
এই জন্য আপনারা আমাকে ভোট দিন।
অরণি, তুমি নিজের চুল সামলাও। গরম ঘাম তোমার চুলের শাইনটা নষ্ট করে দেয়।
চুল সামলাবো, শাইনও করব। সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল ফর্মুলায়, যা গরম হোক কিংবা ঘাম, এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন। চুল সামলাবো, শাইনও করব।
রাহি, তুই একটু বেশি সামনে না।
Stanley Jackson's a name
Hey,
I'm not
samne mone hocche.
very familiar with. Roshan would be able to tell us more about him.
চলো 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 সবাই তাজুল।
He played his last test match, I can tell you, from authority in 1905. Only a short time back.
Got to thank Roshan for that piece of information.
Bowling TJ. খুব ভালো টিজে, খুব ভালো টিজে।
তাজ, গ্রেট বোলিং তাজ।
Hey, that was a good delivery. Just hurried down.
80.2.
7.
Second new ball due, but Bangladesh have opted not to go for it.
That's another decision that could have been different. Got to try every opportunity. I know he's turning the ball a bit, but you've also got Ibadat Hussain bowling at the other end. 2 more pace bowlers.
And the harder ball pronounced seam, we know that it disappears very fast. It gets a lot easier when the ball is softer. So you take that new ball, you'll get a little bit more zip, maybe a little bit more bounce. And spinners these days very adept at using the new ball. It's not an issue as in the past. And a harder ball, a pronounced seam will help spin bowlers as well.
Comfort zone they are in at the moment. You've got to try.
সমস্যা নাই, 1-2 ভালো, 1-2 ভালো।
Try something different. Get the new ball in. Overdone. 81 overs completed. 244 for 3.
এটাই সঠিক সময় নিজেদের বাড়িতে ওঠার।
কাপড়ের ময়লা দুর্গন্ধ বাড়ছে, রোজগার না। লেখাপড়া শিখেছো বলে কি স্বামীকে শেখাবে?
জামা কাপড় আর চিন্তা ভাবনা দুইটা থেকেই পুরনো ময়লা দূর করতে হবে। শেখাবো নিজের কোচিং ক্লাসে।
দুজনে রোজগার করব, নিজেদের বাড়িতে উঠবো।
বিল 2-in-1। আপনার চুল কিভাবে সাজাবেন এটা কে ঠিক করে? ফেটে যাওয়া চুল নাকি ঝরে পড়া চুল? চুলের সমস্যা মানে হচ্ছে চুলের ড্যামেজ। ডাভ এর 1/4 ময়শ্চারাইজিং মিল্ক এবং ক্যারাটিন অ্যাক্টিভ চুলের ভেতর থেকে ড্যামেজ রিপেয়ার করে। নিজের মনের মতো নিজের চুল সাজাও। ডাভ।
Decision, and it's going to be Taskin Ahmed who's going to start off with the second new ball for Bangladesh. We'll be hoping that his captain can set the field in the right places for him to encourage him to be more attacking.
I guess he's waited for the quick bowler. Ibadat's out. Taskin and probably Abu Jaid to use that new ball. 2 slips, 2 gullies for Dhananjay De Silva. Just thought there was an extra fielder on the park, but just realized the guy at deep square leg was a substitute, a reserve with water.
Okay, all set for the second new ball. The first ball to be bowled by Taskin Ahmed to Dhananjay De Silva. And you see, wasn't very comfortable with that. Came down quickly on it. He's indicating to his partner, it's a hint of movement. Bowled very well yesterday, did Taskin Ahmed. Bowled with a lot of heart, generated a lot of pace. Got the ball past the edge of the bat on various occasions. Hurried the batsman with some balls that kept low. And that drive, could have got an edge. And an appeal was there with the ball shouldered arm by the batsman, and eventually he did strike with this one down the leg side. Liton Das did very well with that little tickle. Excellent bowling. He needs to carry on here. Almost chopped it on, playing away from his body. So close.
Good start once again from Taskin. Couple of tentative shots from De Silva. Trusting that he starts on off stump. I'm referring to Dhananjay De Silva's guard.
He's trying to move on away. That's good. He got one to nip back. Now he's trying to swing it away. So look at it, a couple of bowls back. That's what happened. Got the inside part of the bat and just trickling past that off stump. So near yet so far, but he will be encouraged. Bowled with a lot of heart, a lot of pace, as I said. Strapping lad, he has got back into wonderful rhythm in this match. Also recovering from a spate of injuries over the years, which has not really allowed him to be a consistent player in the test side. Looking mean, lean and mean. Good tight, accurate bowling with the new ball from Taskin Ahmed. Just around the 140 clicks on a consistent basis. He'll know that the onus is on him with the red cherry, the new red cherry.
But what he needs to do is to continue like this, not change anything. Good pace, maintain that line, that length. Maybe now and again, taking a good bouncer. That's how you build pressure on a batsman and also make yourself as a bowler comfortable and feel that you're in control of what you're doing.
Just picking up the speeds, as you can see, warming up very nicely. 141, the last one. It's troubled the batsman right the way through. So his bowled 5-dot balls put the pressure.
বিভিন্ন প্রয়োজনে লেনদেন করতে আপনার বাইরে যেতে হবে না। ঘরে বসেই যে কোনো লেনদেন বিকাশ করুন, যেমন টাকা পাঠানো, বিদ্যুৎ সহ বিভিন্ন বিল পরিশোধ কিংবা মোবাইল রিচার্জ। আর বিকাশের ব্যালেন্স শেষ হয়ে গেলে ব্যাংক বা কার্ড থেকে মুহূর্তেই টাকা আনুন। ঘরে থাকুন, নিরাপদে থাকুন।
দিন যেমনই হোক, আমার চেহারা করে গ্লো, কারণ আমার আছে নতুন লাক্স 7টি সৌন্দর্য উপাদানের সাথে। আমার চেহারায় আনে মকমলে গ্লো। লাক্স, গ্লো টাইম।
গ্রামীণ ফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই স্বপ্নগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
করোনা ভাইরাস ছড়িয়ে পড়া প্রতিরোধে সাবান দিয়ে হাত ধোয়ার অভ্যাসগুলো জেনে নিন। বিশ্ব স্বাস্থ্য সংস্থার মতে করোনা ভাইরাস প্রতিরোধে সাবান দিয়ে হাত ধোয়া একটি কার্যকরী পদ্ধতি। সুরক্ষিত হাতেই সুরক্ষিত দেশ।
Well, the management team, Janaka Pathirana, the venue manager, and the gentleman in blue is Godfrey Dabrera. He's the international venue manager. Don't forget, he's the one in charge. And then, of course, Bhadrasan Viratna, Aruna De Silva, who's the manager administration, I think, of Sri Lanka cricket. And we also got Travis Fernando, who's part of the tour organizing committee of Sri Lanka cricket. So they're the ones who's keeping a close eye on the game here. And, well, Godfrey Barrera in charge of this pitch, so he'll have a few questions to answer, especially to our director.
Well, at the moment, out there in the middle, is the captain of Sri Lanka who's in charge. Batted so beautifully. Timmath Karunaratne is unbeaten on 96, innings of highest quality. He richly deserves 100 here.
Well, we do have also the big man, Brigadier Shanaka Ratnayaka, who's in charge, of the security here. Punched off the back foot. Couple of runs. Karunaratne inching towards the 100. As you know, Amir, it's the Sri Lankan commandos that are giving us the security in the bubble, bio bubble. So Brigadier Shanaka Ratnayaka is the head of that commando unit. Well, Kumar Dharmasena, pretty observant. He's just letting him know that he shouldn't be rubbing it on his elbow guard, but instead use the conventional method, but he seemed to have disobeyed. He continues to do that.
Well, resisting umpire's call, never a good idea. And then there is a match referee who keeps an eye on everything.
I heard two sounds, and possibly outside the line as well, but there was inward movement, so let's see what happens. Will he go upstairs?
And he was offering the stroke as well. He's asked for it. It's been referred.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out and it's a fair delivery. Give me the front on spin vision, please. Can you rock and roll that, please? Can I have the ultra edge? Ball was close to the bat. Show me one more time. Yes, it's clearly pad first. Give me the ball tracker when it is ready, please.
Ball tracking is ready, okay. And stand by Hawk 1 and roll Hawk 1 and go to the box.
Ball tracking is coming, pitching outside, impacts outside you off. Go back to on-field umpire, please. Ruchi, you're on screen, make your signal.
Umpire Ravindra Vimalsiri, the third umpire. Well, the impact clearly outside the off stump, but the two sounds I heard, well, impact on the pad, but I thought also the bat hit the pad. So that was the sound that kind of deceived us, but pretty straightforward.
It was simple. Our batsman was offering a stroke. Impact was outside the line. He's safe. Only 2 runs away from his yet another century.
Abu Jaid getting a lot of inward movement. And he's bowling a touch quicker today. Yesterday he was bowling in the mid 120s to the high 120s, but today he's running in a little bit more with the second new ball and getting that ball to get into the left-hander. It's just that last delivery was a little bit short, but the previous one was perfect.
Yeah, he's sacrificed a bit of pace to get that accuracy. He's been landing the ball consistently in the right areas, not bowling all over the place. Full toss. Captain moves to 99. It's 247 for 3.
এখন বিকাশ থেকে টাকা পাঠান ফ্রি
বিকাশ অ্যাপ বা *247# ডায়াল করে সেট করুন 5টি প্রিয় নম্বর আর সেন্ড মানি করুন ফ্রিতে।
এটাই সঠিক সময় নিজেদের বাড়িতে ওঠার।
কাপড়ের ময়লা দুর্গন্ধ বাড়ছে, রোজগার না।
লেখাপড়া শিখেছো বলে কি স্বামীকে শেখাবে?
জামা কাপড় আর চিন্তা ভাবনা দুইটা থেকেই পুরনো ময়লা দূর করতে হবে। শেখাবো নিজের কোচিং ক্লাসে,
দুজনে রোজগার করব,
নিজেদের বাড়িতে উঠবো।
বিল 2-in-1।
গ্রামীণফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই স্বপ্নগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণফোন।
Loves to stonewall. Kruna Ratne for a solid technique, very well organized batsman, concentrates hard, resilient, meets success often with a bat.
Karunaratne on 99. Down the leg side, a bit of bounce. Karunaratne had this reputation of being more second innings players in the past. In fact, in his hundreds, he's got 600s in the second innings, 4 in the first. When he started his career, his batting average, batting second used to be much better. But now I think things have evened out. It's much better looking now with 35.5 and 38.5. So the spread is better now.
Well, that's a quality, isn't it? Scoring the fourth innings. Always very difficult. Most of the times, it's difficult. Always had the ability. Almost edging onto the stumps. They're bowling with the more venom and vigor. These two fast bowlers still getting the ball to jump.
Tuskin, I think, has been very impressive. Good pace, bent his back, got a lot of bounce out of the pitch, and he was aggressive in his approach. He was willing to try and take the batsman on, test him with a short ball. I think that's off the pad. He moved inside the line. That was just going down the leg side. They're applying a lot of pressure on Karunaratne on 99. They got the slips in, the gully. This ball just starting around that leg stump. Yeah, it's off the pad.
Yeah, missed out a couple of times in this over. The runs were on the offing, ill-directed deliveries. But since he was off balance, he was looking to cover the off stump. Hence, he missed those ones.
Well, he's still on 99. Talking about 99, it's been an unlucky number for a few Sri Lankan batsmen. In fact, he's one of them. Well, there's always the first. He showed the way. They got out on 99 and 2 others followed him.
He's the culprit.
Mahal and Angelo Matthews followed him. Thankfully, the following has stopped so far.
Let me tell you, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to get out on 99. All the hard work goes down the drain. He's looked vulnerable in this over. Dimmer should be nervous. He's been there so many times.
Well, he's been out in the 90s. So this is his 3rd score in the 90s. He's been dismissed. He's been out twice in the 90s. He's got a few in the 90s, but he has got out twice. Well, it's 247 for 3.
নতুন লাক্স, যাতে আছে 7টি সৌন্দর্য উপাদান, দেয় চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল চেহারা। নেভালে কেন?
যখন তোমার চেহারায় চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল, তখন আলোর কি দরকার?
চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল চেহারা, নতুন লাক্স। গ্রামীণ ফোন 4G যার, দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই স্বপ্নগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
এখন মাসে 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
Well, they trail by 294, so when they get to that, when they get 95 runs wiped off that, the chances of Bangladesh looking to try and make a game of it by enforcing the follow-on obviously diminishes, and then the direction changes. Dhananjay De Silva on strike.
So that's the fight of the day. Bangladesh looking to create chances to get a favorable result in this test match. The name of the game for them is get the Sri Lankan team out closer to tea. That will give them a chance. Come out, bat, gather some quick runs, and first thing in the morning, 5th morning, declare and put the onus on the bowlers to pick up 10 wickets and win the game for them. And for Sri Lanka, bat, bat, and bat.
Yeah, that's the way to go, I think. Because see, if you can see that nothing's going to happen in this test match, then might as well just continue to bat. And we know that test cricket is also a psychological thing. You bat out, and if Sri Lanka can get something really big and grind this Bangladesh bowling, come the second test, the mindsets will be different. Sri Lanka will come in with a lot of confidence. Bangladesh will possibly start to doubt a little bit about the ability, as they couldn't dismiss the Sri Lankans. So little things like that can prove very useful when it comes to a deciding game. But still a long way to go. We got a lot of work to be done.
And lots of cricket to be played. Karuna Ratne can motivate himself by telling himself that he hasn't scored a double 100 in test match cricket. Conditions are ideal. The ball is coming onto the bat very nicely. He's moving well at the crease. Slightly wide. A batsman not quite timing the ball. Only manages a couple of runs there.
Really didn't get all of it, Dhananjay De Silva. Almost the toe end of the bat. Bowling a little bit too wide for my liking with 3 slips and a gully. This is the best opportunity Bangladesh has with the second new ball to look for some wickets. So a little bit too wide, really not having Dhananjay De Silva too interested.
Yeah, these are the perils for a bowler to bowl consistently round the stumps. Your wrist position change. And once your wrist positions change, it's very difficult to keep that behind the ball. And that's where he's struggling. He got so attuned to bowl round the stumps that his wrist is pointing towards slips. Here you go again. Again, a wideish delivery. End of the over, 249 for 3.
করোনা ভাইরাস ছড়িয়ে পড়া প্রতিরোধে সাবান দিয়ে হাত ধোয়ার অভ্যাসগুলো জেনে নিন। বিশ্ব স্বাস্থ্য সংস্থার মতে করোনা ভাইরাস প্রতিরোধে সাবান দিয়ে হাত ধোয়া একটি কার্যকরী পদ্ধতি। সুরক্ষিত হাতেই সুরক্ষিত দেশ।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে আসলেই 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত বোনাস। অ্যাপে অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে রিচার্জে 50 টাকা বোনাস, আরো থাকছে 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক 2 বার 25 টাকা রিচার্জে। আজই বিকাশ অ্যাপে আসুন।
বাংলাদেশের প্রায় প্রতি 2টি শিশুর মধ্যে একটি শিশু ক্যাভিটিতে ভোগে। পেপসোডেন্ট জার্মিটেকে রয়েছে ন্যাচারাল ক্লে অ্যাক্টিভেটেড ফর্মুলা, যা মুখের জীবাণুদের টেনে বের করে সুরক্ষা দেয় ক্যাভিটি থেকে 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত। কারণ প্রতিটি হাসি অমূল্য।
Keeping up the pressure.